Move on. So we are given a table and the and the constant of variation. Well, in this one, we will have a table. We will write the constant of variation. We will write a statement, our variables, equation, graph. So first, let's figure out if this is direct variation. So let's see. Number of eggs and the cost. 0, 0, so we're good here. This one we can just figure out. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. So that's times 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 15 divided by 5 is 3. 36 divided by 12 is 3. So it is. So we're good to go. Our constant of variation, make sure to write this every time it is every time it is direct variation. So you'll hear me say proportional a lot, just because that and direct variation are pretty much the same. So constant of variation is 3. Make sure to box that. And it doesn't matter whether you say the eggs vary with the cost here or the cost varies with the eggs, but for our purposes, let's put this second one first. Not that there's a rule for it, but it's going to be a lot, like it's conventionally, like usually people will put this one first without knowing it. So cost, or without meaning to, the cost varies directly with the number of eggs. Now let's talk about my dependent variable. In this case, I'm going to use this one, remember. So this is my dependent variable. This is the cost. We are measuring that using money. And that will depend on the number of eggs. So let's use E. Number of eggs. And we are measuring that in dozens. And let's write an equation. So the cost is equal to the eggs times 3. So 3 times the eggs. If you want to, you can write another one, or if you wrote eggs times, well, I'll make it like this. If you wrote eggs times 3 equals C, that's not wrong, but I want you to write it this way. This is the one I care about you writing. So our dependent variable is cost, so we'll put cost here. That will depend on the dozens of eggs here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 0, 0, 2, 6, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 3, 9, 3, 7, 8, 9. And then for our purposes right now, don't worry about whether it's dashed or solid. Let's just draw this in. And that is our graphical representation of the relationship. Let's look at this next one. So sometimes you'll get these horizontal tables, but you still treat them the same way, essentially. So 0, 0, that one's good. Now, drawing in the arrows helps me figure out which way I need to divide. Even though, since we're going from 5 to 2, I'm trying to figure out what I'm multiplying by. Then I'm going to have to divide going backwards. So 2 over 5, 3 over 7.5, 12 over 30. So 2 over 5, that equals 0 0.4, 0.4, and 12 divided by 30 is 0.4. Cool. So my constant of variation, it is direct variation. My constant of variation, 0.4. So remember, the second one will be our dependent variable in these tables usually. Well, it's convention. That's how it usually is. So the number of pepperoni slices. So number of pep slices varies directly with the number of slices. We'll say pizza slices. There, that was just a little better. So our dependent variable is the number of pepperoni slices. So I'll put, I guess, P for pep slices. And put numbers, like the number of. And that will depend on the number of pizzas. So we'll put Z for pizzas. Number of pizzas. So my equation, to get my slices of pepperoni, I will take my slices of pizzas and multiply by 0.4. So 0.4 times the slices of pizza. Now let's go ahead and put our dependent variable here, and independent here, 0, 0, but let's label some of these so we know what we're counting by. So 0, 0, 5, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. 7.5 and 3. Let's just try that. 5, 6, 7.5, 1, 2, 3. And that one's too large. We can see that there's probably one here, I guess. No, let's just leave it like this. Well, I don't want to confuse you too much. There are more, as y'all know. We can make, these are all dots. These are all dots that I'm just drawing in at the same time because I don't want to keep drawing dots like forever. So dot, 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 dot. And it keeps going on because, well, we never said that it didn't, right? Okay, let's look at this last example, example 9. So X and Y. So right away, 0, 2. This one is not. So we'll just put not direct variation, and then you move on because you can't say that one varies directly with the other one if it doesn't. And I don't want you doing the rest because right now we're concentrating on, when they are direct variation. So that is it. Thank you.